In this video, we're going to be discussing 5 creative ways that you can purchase a home in the middle of a seller's market. So if you're someone who's looking to sell your home with the goal of buying in another market, this is definitely the video for you. Number 1, expired listings. Now, all real estate agents have access to the secret database of properties called expired listings. Expired listings are properties that fail to sell when they're placed on the market. So oftentimes when this happens, a homeowner is incredibly frustrated because they made plans to sell their property, but the property didn't sell. And so what you can do is, if you have a destination market in mind, a place that you would like to move to, reach out to a local agent in that market and make a request for expired listings for a given date range. Now, what can happen is you'll receive a list of properties that failed to sell, and you'll be able to go through these properties, whittle them down by price, whittle them down by condition, and then let that local agent know, hey, I would like you to reach out to the seller on my behalf and make an offer on this property. So then what ends up happening is you and the agent end up negotiating on a particular property without any competition, because the property is an expired listing, so it's no longer on the market. So this is just one creative way for you to be able to purchase a property in a hot seller's market. Another creative way that you can go about purchasing property in a hot seller's market is by looking at for sale by owner listings. Now, oftentimes when people go and purchase homes, they only look at homes that are being shown by other real estate agents. Right? There's a flip side to that, where you have properties that are listed for sale by the homeowner themselves. And you can actually access these properties on public-facing websites such as Zillow.com or Trulia.com or even Realtor.com. And you can reach out to these homeowners directly if you feel inclined, or you can have your agent, if you have a local agent, reach out to these for sale by owners on your behalf. Either way, for sale by owners just presents another option for you to creatively purchase property in a hot seller's market. The third way that you can creatively purchase a property in the middle of a seller's market is through probate. Now, a probate property is a property that will be listed for sale or a property that is for sale, but the owner is no longer living. Now, how do you access these probate properties? Well, if you're on a public-facing website such as Zillow or Trulia.com or even Realtor.com, they're not designated as probate. Now, by this stage, they've probably already gone through the probate process and they've probably already listed with the real estate agent. You want to be able to have access to these properties prior to them being listed with a real estate agent. Now, the best way to go about doing this is by finding the zip code of the destination in which you want to move to, so the destination in which you want to purchase property, going on Google and then just typing in the words probate lawyer and then tacking on that zip code next to that term, and just seeing all of the options that come up after you make that search. And take your pick. Call up one of these lawyers and say, hey, I'm really interested in purchasing a property in this zip code. I see that you service this zip code. I'm wondering, do you have any probate properties that are coming up that will be listed for sale soon that I can take a look at and potentially purchase? You never know. That lawyer might say, hey, yes, I do. Why don't you come take a look? Or they might say, hey, contact this real estate agent directly, and then you can work it out with that agent and it can be an off-market sale. Either way, buying a property through probate is yet another creative method of purchasing a property in a hot seller's market. Another method that you can use to purchase property in a hot seller's market is by searching for pre-foreclosures. So pre-foreclosures are effectively properties where the homeowner has failed to make their mortgage payments, and so they're essentially at risk of being taken over by the bank. So these properties are not yet foreclosed upon because they're still in the possession of the homeowners. Now, you can access pre-foreclosed upon properties by going on Zillow.com and just searching in the destination area of your interest. So in the market that you would like to purchase property, you can actually just click pre-foreclosed properties. And this will bring up a list of pre-foreclosed upon properties in your area of interest and also allow you to contact a local realtor to help you with the purchase of this home. So this is yet another way for you to think about purchasing property creatively in the middle of a hot seller's market. Now, the final way that I want to mention is a little different from the first four methods that I mentioned. The final way really has to do with you and your way of thinking and your frame of mind. So the final method is just for you to think differently. Think creatively, think outside the box. So most of the times when I speak to homeowners who had the intention of selling their home and all of a sudden realize that there's a lot of competition in their destination market, or that prices have soared in their destination market, they decide to just sit and wait. They say to me that they're gonna wait the market out, or they're gonna wait for prices to come down, they're gonna wait for competition to temper off. But with the way the market is going, it really doesn't look like things are going to temper down anytime soon. So why put your entire life on hold when you can just think differently? And by that I mean, if you had the intention of purchasing a 4-bedroom home with 2 bathrooms, maybe you should scale that down and purchase a 3-bedroom home with 1 bathroom. If you wanted to purchase a single level home, maybe you want to think about purchasing an apartment instead. Just given the way prices are going, it seems as if they're not going to stop rising. So don't put your life on hold because of the world around you. Take control, think a little differently so you can make your move. Now, if you're someone who had plans of selling your home, but felt like you couldn't navigate the seller's market in order to purchase another home, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to assist you. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next one.